Let's play Battle for Esturia. This is actually a Fluent's choice. And he was actually kind enough to have gifted the game to me to begin with. So, let's start a new game. Quest log 1. So we have 4 character classes for the protagonist, I believe. I looked at the manual. Everything is very much just what it says on the tin. Hoplite is your warrior using a spear and shield. Barbarian is your barbarian. Elementalist is your mage. Ranger is your archer. Let's go with a barbarian. Trained in the wild fighting style of the northern barbarians by a thrall your father captured during the war, you have been taught to exploit the chaos of combat, fighting with an unbridled ferocity. You are Valbrand, firstborn son of King Sigurd and heir to the Asturian throne. You are awoken from your slumber by the sound of clashing swords. It sounds as though there's a battle raging just outside the castle walls. Look out the window. As you look out the window, you see a vast horde of undead monsters pouring into the city. You grab your weapon and race out of the castle. By the time you reach the courtyard, the army of the undead has breached the castle wall. They rush toward you in a frenzy. Fight! Alright, so we have 2 skeletons here. It's a tactical RPG. So let's move you over here. Let's see, barbarian skills, attacker. Wait, I'm just going to attack. Oh dang, it's Shining Force with that menu. That's awesome. Ooh. Darkness washes over you. For several days, the shadow of death surrounds your soul, threatening to swallow you up. When you finally awaken, you find yourself in a small, unfamiliar cabin. Well, there's a world map here. You can see all the tiles we can explore. We have a journal, no active quests. We're equipped with an axe, max damage 10, bronze armor, defense 3, and a belt with nothing on it. Alright. Good morning, Prince Friend. I'm happy to see you're finally awake. I was beginning to worry. My name's Branton. You may not know who I am, but your father and I are old friends. When I heard news of the undead armies besieging Esturia, I came as fast as I could, but I was too late. The city had fallen. The Lich King now rules Esturia. Where am I? You're in Bishan, a small village to the north of Esturia. I found you lying unconscious near the castle walls and brought you back here to recover. You should be safe for now, but it's only a matter of time before the Lich King sends his forces north. Who's the Lich King? About a week ago, several ships arrived off the shores of Esturia carrying thousands of undead monsters. The creatures seem to be under the command of a powerful undead mage. The creatures quickly overwhelmed the city, and the undead mage leading the armies now calls himself King of Esturia. What's happened to my father and our city? Your father, the king, was deposed, and the Lich King has declared himself the ruler of Esturia, but not all is not lost. Your brother Lucian may yet live. As a priest of Threa, he would have been at the eastern temple when Esturia was conquered. The temple is to the southeast at the fork of the river. We should head that way as soon as you're ready. Branton joins your party. Branton is a hoplite. Starts with a bronze spear, 6 damage but 2 range. Bronze armor, 3 defense. Belt, nothing. Alright. People say there's a witch living in the swamp southwest from here. He turned my uncle into a new. Don't worry, he got better. Monty Python. The cat's eyes look strangely human. It's kind of creepy. Help you destroy the abomination that's taken over Esturia. Before the Lich King arrived on our shores, I was the blacksmith in Esturia. Thankfully, Old Man Walder was kind enough to take me in. Unfortunately, when I fled Esturia, I left my enchanted hammer. If you retrieve it for me, I'll use it to craft a wondrous suit of armor to aid you in your quest. Hang on a moment. My cursor is not showing up. That's... There we go. We'll be happy to retrieve your hammer. While the gates of Esturia are closed, there's a secret passage hidden beneath the roots of a dead tree near the western wall. The passage will lead you right to the cellar below my shop. We'll return once we've retrieved the hammer. $3 a night for an inn stay. We have 50. We have 0 keys. My shop. So we can buy health potions, energy potions, antidotes, revives. I'm going to buy 2 health potions, just to start with. Let's see. Looks like there's a town to the northeast. And Esturia itself is directly to the south. I don't want to do that. Let's head north. Well, seem like a sturdy and adventurous bunch. Think y'all could help me with a little problem? What is it? Well, you see, a few days ago, I come outside and notice my cow Bessie's gone missing. I know it must be those darn goblins that took her. I moved into a cave near the lake, northeast from here, and a while back, and I just knew they would start causing trouble eventually. You gotta get her back for me. I'm begging you. She's the best darn milk cow I ever had. Sure. Thank you. I can't wait to see my Bessie again and taste her sweet milk. Bite! Alright, so we have Goblin Archer, Goblin Archer. Nope. Yeah, you come up here and bash that one. You can just finish that one off. Victory! Remind me so much of your father. What do you know about my father? Despite the fact I was the son of a poor sharecropper, your father always treated me as an equal. When we were boys, he befriended me, despite his parents' objections. We spent many hours playing and exploring the woods on the outskirts of the farm. When we were older, we both joined the army and served together in the war against the Rakawa. During the rebellion, I was one of his top generals, and when the war was over, he graced me with a noble title in my own lands. Everything I have, I owe to your father. It was like fighting alongside him. Probably expect me to tell you it was glorious fighting in a noble war of liberation against a tyrant king, but the truth is it was awful. Saw a lot of good men on both sides die of that conflict, and for most of the peasants fighting on the front lines, life is going to be the same harsh and brutal existence regardless of who was king. That said, the crimes at the time were too monstrous to go unanswered, so I did my duty and helped your father take the throne. You said you fought in the war against the Rakawa. What were they like? The Rakawa looked like a strange cross between man and wolf. They were more wild and ferocious than humans, as they were created by Athos, the god of woodland beasts. Years before you were born, the Rakawa invaded Esturia. We were told they intended to conquer our home and enslave our people, but after the first battle I saw the truth. They were weak and malnourished, traveling with women and children. They were refugees fleeing disaster, not an invading armies bent on conquest. Still, I followed the king's orders and drove them back. Do you ever feel guilty about what you did? Of course I do. What choice did I have? Our harvest was poor that year, and with thousands of Rakawa seeking food and shelter. Had I given them our food, Asturian men, women, and children would have starved that winter. So we drove them away, and when their warriors resisted, we killed them. Sometimes there are no good options. Let's get moving. Okay, did gain XP. Okay, so we have... Oh, we have the whirlwinds. A whirlwind skill. Okay. You can also take Brawler, which is do damage with adjacent enemies. Diagonals count after level 3. Flanking, when an attacking enemy damage is increased when one ally is adjacent to the enemy. Whirlwind, area of effect. Battle cry. All allies within range to attack the target. Rampage, each kill increases energy, attack, and damage. And a rush. Ooh, I want that. And hop lights, shield wall, temporary bonus to armor for adjacent allies. When attacked, recover a small amount of EP. When attacked, counter with a shield. Bonus to armor class based on level. Throws a shield at an opponent, dealing damage to all units in its path. And impales the target, causing bleeding. Alright, pretty basic goblins. We have a higher AC, so... Oh god, do we have Thaco? Not found this map yet, okay. Stabby, stabby. Getting a few hits. There's a key. Okay, I can't loot the jars. We do not heal between fights. Okay. Fairly simplistic fights so far, but it is the start of the game. Ooh. Treasure. Let's use Whirlwind. It doesn't hit diagonals at first. I'm glad I can remove if I make a mistake. We've taken enough of a beating that I'm gonna go back to the inn. Save on healing. Fight. Round 1. Fight. Damn. Branton. Ooh. Okay. Let's be a little less aggressive then in movement. There we go. You attack the Goblin Shaman. Finish the job. Nice. I'm not assuming this game has permadeath. Okay, yeah. Right, because there are revive items anyway. Where he stands a massive horned heifer. She does not seem to be happy to be here in this dark cave. Take her with you. She joins the party. Bessie, cow. Oh my god. Whirlwind, rampage charge, impale, stench, and recover health. She's our cow now, old man. The goblins have been taken care of, and Bessie is back home safe and sound. Thank goodness, I was afraid poor Bessie would have to be part of a goblin barbecue by now. I don't have much to give you, but I can give you this hat. It was my pappy's, and he swore it had some kind of magic to it. Maybe it'll help you on your journey. Let's see, that would be under accessory farmer's hat. Oh, it's an armor. +2 vitality. Usable by any. Okay, so that's actually useful for like a mage or something. Alright. Okay, skeletons. I forgot to go. Okay. I mean, these aren't skeleton mages, so I might be okay. Operative word there was might. Okay, so can I just use the in and revive? Yes. Okay, so revives are if you're out in the field and don't really have much in the way of options to get back. Okay. Alright, you chase down the archer. And that's who we're gonna pound. Thank you. Basically, just get rid of any source of damage you can. Bam. Ooh, Valbrand level up. Okay, so I can raise one attribute. I think I want to raise agility. Yeah, because my damage is okay. And I want charge to start with. Branton, I'm going to boost your vitality. And your second wind. I don't know if that has to be actively used. Hello. You see a brown-haired young woman with a short bow strapped across her back. A layer of dirt covers her otherwise fair skin. Greetings, travelers. I've not seen anyone pass this way in quite some time. The grove where I live and hunt was once peaceful, but over the past few weeks, things have changed. Well, what's happened? I've seen shambling corpses wandering the woods at night. At first it was just a few, but gradually more and more of the creatures entered my sacred forest. Then a few days ago, I watched them all descend on the temple south of here. I'd like to drive the creatures out of the temple and out of my forest, but I cannot do it alone. Will you help me? Sure. Very good. Together we will drive out the abominations that plague this land. Hannah joins the party. Let's see, 2 points in sniper shot. Fires an arrow from an extreme distance. Okay, that's basically just a skill attack. Poison arrow, wounding shot, so 2 kinds of dots. Actually, wounding might be a slow. Improved aim, provides a bonus to attack range. Oh. Killer sense, increases chance of critical hit. Shot that hits all enemies in line between ranger and target. Nice, and a pretty hefty mind stat. So she's going to be using active skills a lot more. For now, I want to focus more on For now, I'm concerned mostly with clearing the area around the town, so there are no nasty surprises. I mean, it's like the worst grenade in Borderlands 2. Dang, that's a beefy skeleton. Coincidentally, the end turn button is something that people basically begged for, because it used to be you had to manually hit wait on every single party member. Dire wolves at level 1. Okay. Interesting definition of level 1. Oh, I can talk to you. After spending so many years alone in the forest, it's nice to once again have companions to talk to. Although I dearly love the peaceful solitude of the forest, it can get lonely. How did you come to live in forests? Surely someone must have taught you how to survive in the harsh wilderness. I grew up on a farm with my mother and father. My days were spent exploring the forests and streams near my home. On one such day, I was struck with a sense of impending dread. I returned home to find my parents lying lifeless on the ground. They'd been attacked by bandits. I ran as fast as my feet could carry me and fled into the forest. Eventually, when I could run no more, I collapsed and sleep overtook me. I feel like the whole bandit thing doesn't make sense as far as, like, enemies and, like, evildoers. Because bandits are, like... it's more likely it was, like, guards and stuff. Keep listening. When I awoke, I found myself in a straw bed. As I sat up, I heard a raspy voice. You're finally awake. Not even last night's storm could rouse you. Really? We're just gonna be referencing things all over the place, I guess. Standing over the fire was an old man. His clothing was made of animal hide, and a long gray beard hung down below his waist. The old man offered me some freshly cooked boar and introduced himself as Gerwick. He told me he had found me in the woods the previous day, and I told him of the tragedy that had befallen my family. Seems like a good man. He was a great man, a protector of the forest and servant of the god Athos. Ultimately, he took me in and taught me how to survive in the wilderness. He was like a father to me, and it was he that put me on the path to becoming a ranger. What happened to him? Sadly, he passed away several years ago. Since then, I've been living by myself in the wilderness. While I enjoyed living alone in nature, it was nice to have company once again. Like, bandits are just dudes who want to eat. Also interesting that maps are 1x2. My husband left several days ago to hunt in the mountains to the north. He's never been gone this long, and I'm beginning to worry that something may have happened to him. We'll find him. I appreciate your offer to search for my husband, but please be careful. The northern forest holds many dangers. What? I can't help but feel like the sound design was inspired somewhat by Fire Emblem. Simple as that. Treasure room. You should probably go to that other town to the northeast, because they might have an equipment store. I find it funny that the ranger can do melee in this game, unlike every other tactical RPG. Oh my god. Before you sits a massive dire rat. Upon its head rests a gold crown set with large square-cut rubies. To your astonishment, the rat speaks as you approach. Welcome to my humble abode. I apologize if my children gave you a hard time. They can be most uncivilized. What can I do for you? You can speak. I haven't always had the gift of speech. While exploring the depths beneath the mountain, I came upon the ruins of an underground palace. It is there that I found the crown that rests upon my head. It is the crown that gave me the ability to speak. We're looking for a hunter that recently went missing near here. Just a few days ago, my children brought me a man that they found in the woods near our lair. I've been keeping him as a sort of pet. I suspect that this man is the hunter you're looking for. I must release this man. His wife is worried about him. I've grown quite fond of my new pet, and it would bring me great sorrow if we were parted. Good company is so hard to find around here. Nevertheless, I will listen to what you have to say. I guess we'll be sexist. You've convinced me. I don't want to be responsible for this woman's death. You may release this man. There's a key hidden near the stalagmite on the eastern wall of the cave. We'll need it to open the cages. There's another cow. Pull the lever. Boo. My gods, I was afraid I'd never get out of here. It's been days since the rat surrounded me in the woods and dragged me into this hole. Since then, my only company has been that accursed rat queen. No, I thought she seemed quite nice. My wife and I live in a cabin just south of here. You should stop by if you're ever in the area. We don't have much, but I'd like to show my gratitude. With that, the man turns and quickly leaves the cave. This man returns to his wife safely. I do not want to be responsible for her sorrow. I feel like he would have mentioned her. Alright. Thank you for returning my husband to me. The woman then retrieves 2 flasks from a nearby table and hands them to you. Take these potions. They'll help you on your journey. How much friggin' potion do I have? 3 and 5. I don't thank you enough for rescuing me from the clutches of that wretched rat queen. Rude! He's the giant rat that makes all of the rules. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. So if I go here, can I charge? No. Oh, I can charge to an empty space, though. That's interesting. Alright, you do a sniper shot to finish the bear off. Okay. So does the map extend again if I go west of the river, or is the river a boundary of the play area? The river is going to go down to the ocean, so I think it's the natural boundary, which, hey, I'm not opposed to that. You know, just a nice, fairly casual romp. Do you... is Valbrand grappled? I'm not sure. Here's the witch. You enter the small hut in the middle of the marsh to find a robed woman. She looks to be in her late 20s and has long red curly hair. Well, young man, it's not often I get visitors here in the Black Marsh. What brings you to my humble dwelling? I'm seeking the Witch of the Black Marsh. You found her. My name is Freitas, and for many years I've called this marsh home. I take it you did not seek me out solely for the pleasures of idle conversation. I seek your assistance. A great horde of undead creatures have taken over my home. And you must be Prince Valbrand. You may not know this, but I came to your father for help once. I was fleeing slavery and torture at the hands of Sargosian slavers to the west. Oh, Sargosian Abyss is in the same world. But instead of helping me, your father tried to have me executed for witchcraft, forcing me to flee to this godforsaken marsh. Still, I will help you retake Esturia on one condition. You must repeal the laws against witchcraft and allow my kind to live peacefully in your city. Yeah, sure. Good, then I will accompany you. I pray you make a better ruler than your father. You're looking more like your father. Fight! Level 2 trolls, alright. Then it's... Oh, you don't have enough DP. Or potential. I'm certain I made someone cringe when I referenced earned potential. Okay, so you just have a melee weapon. Alright, let's see. Clay Golem is 7, Fireball is 7. Oh, it's Fire 1. You wait. You strike. You wait. Wait. Yeah. Oh, we're low on HP, that's why. Let's just lob a healing potion. And let's put a clay golem there specifically to start bonking on that guy. Oh, they regen 7. That's what the plus 7 was. I keep going to the bow and arrow icon for hopefully understandable reasons. Let's see. That's Esturia itself. I don't want to risk that. Let's talk to you. I find it funny that people label me an abomination because of my powers. If they had witnessed half of the things I've seen as a Sargosian slave, they would know what it really means to be an abomination. People tell stories of witches to scare children, but in my experience, ordinary men are the real monsters. Have I ever told you how I escaped from my former masters? No, but I'd love to hear the story. Like my mother before me, I was sure I would spend my life toiling on a plantation where I was born, but as I grew older, I soon discovered I had an unusual gift. I could control the flames. My mother encouraged me to keep my powers secret, as witchcraft was punishable by death, but a series of tragic events would eventually make that impossible. One day, my mother fell sick with a terrible illness. While working in the fields, she collapsed and could go no further. The overseer gave my mother 3 warnings, and when she failed to respond, they killed her. A sudden rage fell over me, and then fell over me then, and with it, flames fell over my masters. I don't remember much after that, but by the time I came to my senses, the entire plantation was engulfed in flames. Fearing what would happen if I was found, I fled to the east. I had hoped to find refuge in Esturia, but instead I found persecution at the hands of your father. There's no way to excuse his actions. There's a graveyard. I'm gonna go heal at the inn. Actually, helping the blacksmith is probably how we unlock the equipment shop, but let's go check Golan first. Wait, I need to find a bridge or something. Well, there is a bridge here. Before you stands a statue of Threa, the one-eyed warrior goddess who slew the dragon of chaos to save her family. The statue is beautifully sculpted, but you notice that the slot carved for the goddess's single eye is conspicuously empty. Okay, level 1 skeletons, we can handle this. You just hold off. Attack. 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 And you wait. That's bad. Ooh, that was a nasty 12 damage. Found a map. Oh. It's a Zelda map, and it even has a lore on it. The great temple near Esturia was built hundreds of years ago to honor the warrior goddess Threa and her husband Hymir. No one is sure who built the amazing structure, and many think the temple may predate the city itself. And there's a boss fight up there. Interesting. So I'm going to move you up here, and I'm going to cast the golem there, specifically to block the skeleton off, and start pummeling it. Snipe. You can wait there, and I guess you start making your way down. Damn. Okay, so mages can cast through walls. Interesting. Wait, does that mean that I can do... Oh. Yeah, I can attack through walls. Ow. Bastard. Hopefully that'll bait him into making a melee swing and missing? No. Alright, alright. Use a health potion. It's only 10 gold. Is Golem in there? No. Kind of surprised that was not a lethal. Alright, you go down and go for the archer. You fire. Wait. Alright, now can you... Yes! Nice. Level up. Okay. Valbrand, I'm going to take charge again. I have not been using it. I need to take another point of agility. Branton, take vitality and second wind. Anna, take improved aim. And mind, because you need more MP. Freitas, take more mind. And recover mana. Some delicious potion. Priest, young woman, priest, old man. Block things off with the melee guys. Including a golem. Burninate you. Charge you. Nice. Take the key, hit the switch. Thank you for saving me from those fiends. I'm forever in your debt. Anyone have anything interesting to say? No. Leveling up means that I just need to pop a energy potion on Valbrand. Sitting upon the altar, you see a shining glass orb fashioned into the shape of an eye. Take the orb and place it in your pocket. Alright, let's check these bonus... I'm full on health potion. Wasn't expecting a cap, honestly. Ooh! Find a red cloak with a gold line embroidered on the back. Oh, I'm thinking about it. Freitas, your cloak, defense 1. Yeah, take the farmer's hat. And then Cloak of the Lion. Is armor. It's also. That's 2. Yeah, take that. Just take some more HP instead of defense. I don't know what defense actually does. I don't know if it's defense reduction or if it's armor class. Place the orb into the eye socket. A necromancer. Alright. Can I charge? You know what? Just charge in here. I guess snipe the warrior. You can cast a clay golem up here who can come up and start bonking skeleton mage. And miss. You can come up here and attack the skeletal mage. You can... I right-clicked, trying to cancel. Fire on the necromancer. Crap. Fireball there. You don't have a pierce, so kill the necromancer. Kill the mage. Out of energy. Back off. Fireball. Bonk. Dang, 10 damage on a melee attack from you? I guess that's just your level bonus. Hello. As you enter the room, you see the silhouette of a man sitting between two torches. As you get closer, you realize that it is your brother Lucian. His appearance has changed much, and you almost don't recognize him. He's missing his left eye, and his hair has grown long and unkempt, signs he's become a true priest of the goddess Threa. Good to see you, brother, he says as he stands up. Threa promised you would come. Thank the gods you're safe. It does seem as though the gods are watching over us. I can only think that Threa wants us to destroy the Lich King and rescue our city, just as she rescued her family from the Dragon of Chaos. How can we defeat this monster? Well, from what I've heard from those who survived the attack, the Lich King cannot be harmed by physical weapons. He must be under some sort of magical protection. I've read of a city called Kalisara, far to the south, across the Sapphire Sea, where magic is studied freely. If anyone would know of a way to defeat the Lich King, it would be the Magi of this city. How can we reach this city? With the ports of Esturia close to us, the only way to reach Kalisara will be by land. We must go east until we reach the mountains, then head south until the grasslands turn to desert. We'll find the city where the desert meets the sea. Let us depart. We have a long journey ahead of us. Lucian joins your party. Lucian is a priest. 1 point in heal, 1 point in restore, 1 point in smite. Fair enough. Effective, especially effective against undead, negative status effects, health. So you have bronze armor. Oh, because we're doing like D&D cleric priests. Makes sense. Alright. And, fun fact. We can do that. We have fast travel in this game. Next time on Let's Play Battle for Esturia, I guess we're gonna have to explore further out from the hub town. See you guys then.